FlossTube, Janelle here with Coffee, Wine, and Stitching Time. And this is my WIP parade for all of my cross-stitch projects at the beginning of 2025. I have all of my progress of things that I've completed and stuff like that, or anything that I've removed or going to be adding or anything like that. That's in my normal regular video. This is only going to be all of the projects that I have on needles on needles. That's the yarn ones. Have in progress on Q-snaps with stitches and things like that. So yes, those are, so any of them that are started as of January 1st. Well, before January 1st. So, and I do have a separate WIP parade for all of my yarn projects. If this is your first time visiting me, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Janelle, and this is Coffee, Wine, and Stitching Time. And this FlossTube is about cross-stitching and yarn and anything I really feel like bringing up. I tend to have some haul, and I also will probably have a few quilt things spattered in this next year. So if you're interested, come back and check out some of those other things. All right, let's get going. So I have a lot of the information for each of the WIPs, but there might be some that I need to like struggle as I'm like with words. Oh, it's been a long day. It's actually been a long 2 months. So, but work is winding down, and hopefully soon. I am in a different location here. I'm out in my kitchen dining area because I wanted some better light, hopefully, for some of the projects and things like that. So let's go ahead and get started. I do not have the projects in the order of started. I have them in the order of how I would stitch them. I kind of am a seasonal stitcher, so I like to stitch certain things certain times of the year. Like I like to stitch Halloween and Halloween, but I'm not opposed to stitching it outside of the Halloween time. So it just kind of goes. And I have some things figured out on my sheet where I'm like, okay, this is in this area, like this set timeline kind of thing. Like this is kind of how I would stitch them, different months and things like that. But I also have like certain ones that I'm going to really try to finish this next year. So I'll probably touch on those, whichever those are, during this WIP parade. And it'll probably be repeated in my December progress, January start, January plans kind of video as well. So, okay, let's get going. My first one is, take a breath, Janelle. My first one is out of order. Oh no, I'm down. I'm like, why am I not seeing this one on the top line of my spreadsheet? Because I was down one line. Go figure. I'm gonna just zoom it out just a titch so that I've got all of them and I don't have to worry about scrolling up or scrolling down and missing one. It doesn't like that happy medium. Oh well. Well, maybe I'll have to scroll a little bit. If I'm gonna have to, let's just make it so I can read it. All right, the first one I have is, oh, and then again, it just brought me down. Okay, the first one I have is called, I call it the Laundry Series. This is hands-on design, and there are a set of 3 patterns in this. And when I have multiple patterns in one, it's in one folder or one bag or whatever. it's one project to me. It's not done until all of it's done. I'm not a huge person that does a lot of series, but I do have a couple of things that have collections together. So, so this is hands-on design, and we have loads of fun. We have the never-ending cycle, and we have irony. And as you can see on these here, the called for fabric is a lighter fabric. I do have close to the same colors for all of them, for these stitches. However, I did have to do a little bit of a conversion because I am using 16 count Fox and Rabbit Elephant Run, and I have one done. I have irony, the opposite of wrinkly. And it's kind of hard to see that there, but you can see it in person. It's a goldish, greenish color. And I'm doing these all separate. I have not started the next one yet, but I will be doing that probably this month. I'm actually going to take this off of the Q-snap. Actually, no, I'm not, because I'll need to just move it over. I was thinking I needed the different piece of fabric, but I'll just need to move it over. So I'll leave it on that Q-snap for now. I did do, these are the colors that I'm using. They're all just kind of laid on the thread bed, but that's like the color palette of what I've got going on. So there is that one. Oh, what's that? Oh no, just more thread. All right, so that's the first one. Oh, and this was started in February of 2024. So this is one of my newer starts that has not been finished yet. All right, the next one I have is, it's called Coffee Bee. This was a New Year, New Start for 2022. And this is a kit. And the kit is from, sure, everything except that came out. Lettuce Stitch, and it's called Coffee Bee, or Lion Coffee Bee. And it is full coverage. It has all of the flosses with it, and I am doing it on 18 count Ada from the kit. So kind of see where I've gotten there. And this was started, like I said, January of 2022. I'm okay, the two that I showed you so far, I'm okay with if these don't get done this year. These are ones that I don't know, when I was picking up some of them out, I was like, you know what, this one needs to be done. Or I actually did unkit a few because they weren't started very much, and they just needed to go away because I wasn't feeling the love with them, so I keep them. And a couple of them I had barely starts on, so I figured it was a giant piece of fabric, let's use it for something else. So, all right, the next one I have is also a New Year, New Start. This one was from 2023, and this one is called Paris in the Rain. And here I have it from, it's a kit that came together www.stitchdmc.com. Paris in the Rain. Again, this is a full coverage, and this is all of the floss colors that it came with. This was started January 2023. This is 18 count Ada, and there we are. I have the majority of the red umbrella here. I think I have all of the red done, honestly. There might be some more shadows of red coming down below, but and then pretty much the Eiffel Tower, and I'm started up with some of the sky in the Eiffel Tower there. So again, this is full coverage to a point, all except for this section right there around the Eiffel Tower. That is not, but the rest of this is all full coverage. Again, this is one that I don't have to have done this year. I'm okay if this one hangs around. I enjoy stitching it. This next one I have is called Rosetta, and let me get out my trusty little Markup XP here. This is Ink Circles Rosetta. And I don't want to lose the needle. There we are. This is, I'm using floss from Ymir, Almond M&Ms, and I got a skein of this floss. This is a one-off of, I can't remember the floss that it was called, but it's really close to it, but it was just a little bit of a misdye or one-off from what she was going for. So I'm using that, and I'm doing it on 18 count evergreen from Be Stitch Me, and I want to go back here to the markup. Just to make sure I know. Yep, okay. So this is the way it goes. So again, this is on 18 count evergreen by from Be Stitch Me, and I think it's really cool. I like how it's subtle, but it blends really well. I think it's going to be really pretty. This is not one that I have as a focus to finish this year either. It is a very fun stitch, and I do really enjoy this floss. It is so super soft, so I'm okay with that. And this I started in June of 2024. All right, the next one I have a tie for my oldest WIPs because I'm not absolutely sure when I started them, but they were both around 2015. So this one is called Serenity Prayer, and this was a kit from, it says Joan Elliott Design Works. So this is Serenity Prayer, and I'm using all of the floss that came in the kit. I'm like, where is all the floss that came in the kit? So it all came on this card here. So these are all of the flosses. And I do have this on a scroll rod. Let me go ahead and loosen this so it will All right, so the part that I have left on this is the flower work and the leaves up on the top section. So if you look at here, where it says courage, right above courage is about halfway. So I have about half of all the floral to do. You can see where the floral is very intense and green down in the bottom, and then it kind of spatters out, but then it comes back around up top. So I don't want to take it out of the scroll completely, but I will slowly bring it up here so you can see the bottom of it. So yeah. So there's the most of it in the picture. This is a focus finish. This one, I do want to, if I can, I want to finish this one. Like I said, I believe this was started 2015 sometime, and I brought it with everywhere whenever I went to any retreats. This, I only probably had like maybe 3 cross-stitch projects going at that time. So it was completely, I say I OD'd on it. I think I worked on it for 2.5 days at a retreat straight, and I just got sick of it. And so I probably didn't touch it for, well, because I think 2021 was about the time that I really got back into cross stitch. And so, yeah, about 5 years, 5-6 years or so of it just hanging out, not getting done. But I did, since I did pick it up again, I have put some love into it and finished all the words and gotten some more of all the green and everything done on that. So so that's pretty good. So that is one that I do want to finish this year. Put that one over there. All right, the next one I have is called, it's called Coffee or Chocolates. And this I started in August of 22, I believe. This is an Erica Michaels pattern, Coffee or Chocolate. And I'm not gonna do the whole thing. This one's been kind of sitting, kind of stalled out for a little bit. I am doing this on 18 count sandbar from Under the Sea Fabrics. And I am using I'm not sure which brown I'm using, but I'm using like a Ecru or B5200, or I'm not really sure. I have a few different colors in there, but I'm not positive what I did this on. This is one of the strawberries, cones. I can't remember actually what they're called. What are they called? Now I need to know. Berries, that's what they're called. So that's a berry. So this is the first berry I've ever stitched. I do want to do something on this fabric along the same lines with the chocolate part of it. However, I don't know if I'm gonna do it exactly as stitched or if I'm gonna change it up or not. So that's why it's been sitting, kind of just hanging out. you know, in the shadows, not really doing much. But this is the focus to finish this year. And this, like I said, I did it in August of 22, and I think I finished it within like 5 days. So that should go pretty quick once I get started on that next part. All right, the next one I have, I'm just calling it Minnesota Shape. I got this off Etsy somewhere. I'm not really sure. I was going to a retreat, the Needle Bling retreat. I did this in April, I think, March or April of 2024. And I was doing it in preparation for some table gifts or something. I wanted something Minnesota related. So I found this pattern on Etsy. And so I have the shape. I have the Minnesota shape done. Well, this is the second one that I did because I did one for my swap and I wanted to do one for myself. So I just need to figure out what I want to do. Part of me wants to make this buffalo plaid. Part of me wants to find some really fun things to put inside. Part of me wants to do some stuff around outside, maybe a bunch of words. I don't know. I'm kind of wondering, maybe I want to do some famous Minnesota words. So I think I saw one of the patterns that had some Minnesota words in there, like oofda, you betcha, you know, that kind of stuff in there. So I just have to I gotta find what I want to do. This is not one I have to finish this year. It's just hanging out until I find the right thing for it. So, and that's just on white Ada, probably, it might be 16 count, it might be 18 count, I don't know. The next one I have is, the sheep. Are you ready for the sheep? Oh my gosh, the sheep are so good. The sheep have been hibernating. Look at, these are the sheep. This is I did not touch the sheep at all in 2024. I started the sheep in January of 2023, and I worked pretty hard on a couple of them, but then I just kind of stopped. And I think part of the reason I stopped is because I wasn't sure how I want to finish them all or what do I want to do. I think I have 3 of them maybe kind of done. But like I said, when I have like a collection, they're all in there. So these are all from Forbidden Fiber Co. I'll start with the ones I know I don't have done. This one is, and I kind of think, I can't remember, they're not steampunk sheep. They are, maybe they are steampunk sheep. I can't remember what they might be steampunk sheep. But they're all sheep and they're all characters. And they came out kind of around the time Bridgerton was around and that. So these are all designed, I think, all by Kelly King at Forbidden Fiber Co. This one is Detective Nathan Pearls. And I did order all of these as a kit. So for every single one of them, I have the fabric and I have the floss, and there is a specific needle minder for each one as well. So with that being said, I am incorporating the needle minder somehow with each one. And I also have some little stitch marker charms for each one. These are sheep, they're sheep punk, that's what it is. There's a sheep punk Gazette newsletter with every single one of them that comes out, and it tells stories of each of the sheep. So it's really a fun thing. So yeah, so that one's Detective Nathan Pearls. Now I know I'm not gonna finish these all this year. That's just, and they're not I have to stitch on this year either, but I might really want to give one of them some love. I don't know, we'll see. This one is Jasper Wallace. And each bag has something along the lines of the pattern. This one is Sir Cyrus Sterling. I love this guy with the Monopoly hat and the money. He's fun. And he's got the Monopoly hat and his initials there with his little mustache. There are 12 of these. This one is Dr. Georgina Wyndham. And there we have her with her little stethoscope, or her initials with her stethoscope. This next one is Thaddeus Stephen Vicker. And this one looks like he's some sort of maybe navigational type thing. When I have all these done, I want to have, I don't want matchy frames, but I want all the frames to be kind of along the same lines, look, feel kind of thing, but eclectic kind of a thing. In a way where it's like, well, I wonder, can I turn my, no, I can't turn my camera around while I'm filming. Like a round one and then a square one, but where they all kind of jive together. So, all right, this next one is Octavia Morgan. She looks like a flower child, maybe. And on her bag, we do have the flower. The next one is Lady Penny Witherbottom. She's got some clocks there on her, or gears and clocks. And there's her little bag. And this one is, I don't know if it's Simone or Simon. Legit, I don't know. The black sheep of the family with the eye patch there. And this one, it looks like it might be Valentine themed. This next one is Lavinia Godwin. Lavinia LG plus OB forever is what it says on there. So do we have a OG? I don't think we have the OG yet. No. Well, maybe, I think there was an Octavia. I don't know. Oh no, here's the OB. So this one is Orville Blackmore. Looks like he's got a little Hershey kiss. Maybe he's like a chocolatier or something. All right, and the one, Lord Theodore Witherbottom, I believe is his name. He is the one that I do have done. Yep, Lord Theodore Witherbottom. And I have him done to the point did not fill in all of the white. So I did not fill in all the white. And I'm debating if I'm going to. So that's where I want to kind of do all of them and maybe not fill in like the body of the color. And you can see that there were some different things in the corners. So I just removed one of the things and put the needle minder in that corner. So on each of these, I'll be incorporating the needle minder into the design, the FFO, the final design somehow. And then, so that was one that I have done. So yes, if you're counting, that's 11 that I've shown you. So I do have a second one started. This one is Lady Violet Witherbottom. And she's in a teacup of roses there. And let's see, this is where I'm at with her. I don't really have much around the corner here, but I started doing like the roses and the teacup there, so you can see. Oh, wait a second, what? Yeah, that's right. I'm looking at it and it's looking backwards to me, but yeah. So I'll figure out how to incorporate that needle minder. Maybe I'll put that, see how big the little tea tag is, and right over there, and incorporate it in there somewhere. So again, she's got a white body on there as well. So that's why I want to do a few of these before I figure out if I'm going to fill them all in or not. So there we are. So I have one kind of done, and then the other one being worked on, and 10 more to go. So this will be one of these years. I will make this a focus project and work to complete all of them in the year, but I'm guessing that it'll be like 1 or 2 years down the road when I maybe have a little bit more progress on a couple of them, because they're not, I mean, they're not huge, but they're not little stitches. So in order to be able to do one a month, that is going to definitely eat up some time, and I want to make sure that I don't have a whole bunch of other things hanging out and plans. So those are the sheep. Okay, the next thing I have is Falling Out of Anger. This is a Haid, and before I show you that, this is all of the floss. So it's all carded, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards of floss. So this is a Haid. I feel like it's a mini. Let me look. It's not. I'm doing it on an 18 count easy grid. I don't know. This one, it's a little blurry what's what, because when I ordered it, apparently I didn't order it right. So I ordered the floss and then I ordered the chart, but then the floss colors and the chart didn't match exactly. I don't know. It was a little off. So this is what Falling Out of Anger looks like. And I have to look again to make sure it's the right name. Oh, I'll unplug that. That's what it looks like. And let me go back and let me go to, well, let me close that down. Farewell to Anger. That's what it's called. Farewell to Anger. I'm gonna fix that in my spreadsheet right now. Farewell to Anger. I always call it Falling Out of Anger, but it's Farewell to Anger. And like I said, this is on an 18 count easy grid. Now this is the biggest start ever. I was a little, whatchamacallit? Overwhelmed, we'll say, with this. And so it was kind of hard. This is my first Haid, so I didn't make it real far. I do have a start. now I found something where I worked on it, I think in April of 24. I think that's when I actually started it. But, so that is that one. All right, next we have positivity rules. This is one I was doing with a group of people, and it was in support of in May mental health awareness and all of that. Yeah, so this is positivity rules, and I don't have a picture of the pattern. I just have the chart, but I'm gonna hold it back here. This is caterpillar cross stitch. And I am doing this on 14 count hand dyed opalescent called Nightshade, I believe. Night Shadow from my vintage needle art and I got it from Etsy. So this is what I have, and I am making up the colors as I go. I'm not using the called for colors, I'm just making it up as I go. And the halfway point is about down here, I think. So, this is a goal to finish this one because although I really like this pattern, it doesn't give me joy to work on it. So I want to do it because I'm hoping it'll help build some positivity in my mind. But it doesn't give me joy to work on it anymore. But I want to finish it. I'm gonna work through that. And as I'm doing it, it has all these words. It has kind, trust, patience, listen, grateful, smile, laugh, fun, positive, and share. So I'm gonna remember those words as I'm stitching it, that it's really nice when people have those qualities. So, here we are. My next one I have is, Chicken Crazy. All right, here is, I have this in a folder, in one of my binders, or project folders that I have, from Punky's Place. And this is called Chicken Crazy. So this started out with a pattern from My Big Toe called Chicken Crazy. I don't have that pattern here anymore, so I can't show you what that is, but this is, it says, just one chicken short of crazy. So I have that. And you'll see next to it, we have a chicken. Well, I joined the Chicken Club of the month. And from this, here's the Chicken Club of the month. And this is the first one that I did. So this is Cornelius. This is Lori Holt, It's So Emma. And so I have Cornelius done already. So I'm pretty sure Cornelius is all done. Yes, Cornelius is done. I started this December of 22. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to do all of these and I'm going to make it into a quilt. So each chicken will become a block and I'll do borders. So we've got Cornelius, we've got Florence, Hattie, Beatrice, Hank, Prudence, Edna, Myrtle, Percy, Penny, Pearl, and Henrietta. And I am doing these all on the same fabric. They are all on, let me take this out. It's vintage cloth. Parchment, 25 count even weave. So I have a few packs of this to make sure that I have enough for the entire series. And I'll have enough room for seam allowance so I can get them all sewn together into quilt blocks. So this, again, is what I have done so far. So I have 11 more chickens to go. That right back in there. And again, this one is not on my agenda to finish it this year, but I would like to work on a chicken here or there if I can. All right, the next one I have is a Mill Hill kit. I didn't even realize I had this one till I cleaned out a bucket and it was sitting in there. So this one is called, make sure I got the right one here. Yeah. It's a Spring Bouquet Namaste. And I don't have very much done on it yet. So it's just that little bottom and just like a little bit of an outline there. So this one is this would be a really great travel project. So I think I'm going to kind of hold off. Oh, I just found my bead. I've been wondering where my bead bed was. So this will be a good travel project, and I'm going on a cruise with my mom in June. So I think this will go along with me on that cruise. And then the other one that I have, I'm just calling it Owl Pouch. Oh, you know what? Here's the label. It's a owl purse / cosmetic case, stitch and zip. And it's needlepoint. And I've had this for a long time. All I have left to do is fill in all of the white. So I have all of the floss inside there. And this is really kind of cool because it does unzip all the way. Oops, I had scissors in there too. Look at that. So you can actually have it flat out. So that's kind of cool. This is going to go with me traveling as well. So some nice little things. All right, next we have Starry Night. Now, there's a funny story with Starry Night. So I got Starry Night a long time ago, and it just didn't, talk to me. And finally, I'm like, oh, I have way too many things. I need to downsize. So I got rid of it. I was going to put it in a garage sale. Well, my friend Karen said, oh, I'll take that. Well, this last year, at the beginning of January or beginning of 2024, or maybe the end of 2023, I don't remember now. She said, I'm going to get rid of some things. And I said, what are you getting rid of? And she goes, well, I think I'm going to get rid of that. I just haven't started that Starry Night. And this is a kit that I got, and it is on 14 count. And I said, you know what? I would love it back because I was thinking about purchasing a Starry Night, and I've wanted to try doing something with tent stitch. So I restarted Starry Night with tent stitch. And so if you don't know what tent stitch is, it's just when you do one leg of the color. And I think this is a great design to do that with because it's not a perfect, absolute full color palette. I mean, it has like that abstract and those shadows, or I don't know, whatever you want to call it, the different colors and markings. So I think this will be a great one to do with 10 stitch, and you'll just excuse all of the extra threads hanging all over. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing. And so this I did start again in June of 2024. And this, again, like I said, it was a kit, so it came with all of the colors on a card. All right, let's see. Next up, we have One Nation. And you probably all know what One Nation is. And this one I do have on a Q-snap. So I will not be taking it off of the Q-snap because this is gonna be a hard one to put back on the Q-snap. But let me get out the, so this is the One Nation Bygone Stitches. And I'm doing mine on, it is called Ween Beans from Needle Bling, here it is. Needle Bling Design, Ween Beans, 18 count. And I have, let me see here, where's all of the, okay, so this is the top. This is the top corner here. So what I'm working on here is all of the top section. I want to do the top section before I start moving and going down below or off to the side. Because like I said, it's a lot of fabric in the Q-snap, so it's a little hard to maneuver and get it all in there. And it's in there so nice right now. I just, you know, want to keep doing this part and finish that first. This is one that I try to work on during patriotic type holidays. The colors I'm using are Blacksmith Blue, the red is Cupid, and B5200. So I think it's gonna pop really nice. It took me a long time to get this one started because I was reading everybody's posts about it, and where a lot of people were having problems where the colors weren't, the floss wasn't popping or showing as people expected with the fabric choices. So it took me a little while to find that right combination. And this is not a focus finish for this year. All right, the next one I have is my Frogwarts collection. So this is Black Needle Society Frogwarts. Every year they do a virtual retreat in regards to the Harry Potter Hogwarts films. So there have been four years, I believe. Is it 4 or 5? Let me see. I have 4, 3, oh, wait, okay, I think it's 5. Wait, where's 1? There it is. Okay, yes, we've had five already, and I believe that year 6 is coming up. And I did purchase my box already for it. So here's the year 1 sampler. And I have year 1 started. Oh, this isn't year 1. Let's see here. That is not year 1. Here, this is year 1. This is my year 1. I did not attend year 1. So this is all I have started on year 1. This is coffee tea stained 18 count fabric dyed by me. So that is year 1. Year 2, here is what year 2 looks like. And I have year 2 underway. That's the one I was working on. So I've got that much done on it. I'm probably about halfway maybe on that one. And you'll notice that there's like diamond along the bottom and borders and stuff like that, and words. I haven't done those yet because I'm not 100% convinced I want to do that. I'm gonna finish these all in drum settings. So when I have them all done, then I'll figure out what I want to do for the borders or around each one for with the drums. Year 3 is this one, and I do have year 3 done, all except for the border. And I did not start year 4. So year 4 has not, no, year 4 has not been started, nor has year 5. And this is throwing me off because, wait, one of these is 4 and one of these is 5. That's 2024, this one's 2023. Okay, this is really year 4, and this one is year 5. I haven't started either one of these. So, and I'm using all of the called for colors. And there are some where I will split out and add some, not Krynic. It's the DMC that has a little bit of glitter in it. Why can't I think? I want to say special effects, but that's not it. But add a little sparkle to it. So I have them all together in that. Okay, the next one I have is, I call it Snoopy Coffee. And I don't have an actual picture of it. Well, it's kind of a picture. Currently being caffeinated. This is one that I turned into a cross stitch chart using Pixel Stitch. And this one is not a focus finish this year. I'm doing this on 18 count Gray Magic by Be Stitch Me. And currently, one of the things that I'm finding is as I'm stitching this, it's all laid out on the pattern, but the pattern is super hard to read. I'm making sure that I might be like fudging it or making it my own a little bit off of the pattern. And this is my own made up kind of color combination that I'm doing as well. So. Right. Next up is another Harry Potter one. And this is called Harry Potter Coffee. And this is by Witty Stitch. And I got this off of Etsy. And yes, this is 300 by 180. I didn't pay attention to that when I purchased this. This is big, bigger than I thought it was gonna be. This is, I started this in, oh, I didn't tell you when One Nation I started in May of 2022. Frogwarts, various years. Snoopy Coffee, January 23. And Harry Potter, I started July of 23. I think, Harry Potter Coffee. And I am doing this on Grog, 18 count Grog by Bestitch Me. And this is Hermione's head and moving into her body there. And I am using the called for colors. We're gonna start another pile because I feel like that one's gonna fall over soon. The next one I have is Poltergeist Pirates. This was started in August of 2022. I'm using all of the Sullivans. I'll just put that back later. I'm using all of the Sullivans called for Floss. I have all of the Silk Lame, all the special treasures, I think it calls for some Krynic. Whatever it is, I've got it all. And it's all shoved in here somewhere. I'm doing this on 28 count even weave. This is Poltergeist Pirates by Glendon Place. Sorry for the glare. And I'm not real far on it, but this is as far as I am. I wasn't, anything that wasn't like a Ada, I was having a lot of problems with, but since then, this last year, I've learned how to use cheaters. Magnifier glasses. And so things like this are becoming easier. So I do want to put some love into this one this year. So I had this one marked as a focus to try to finish it this year. And then I looked at it and I'm like, Janelle, be realistic. That's not going to happen. So, but I do want to make sure to give it some love this year. And I know it, I don't know where the other things are, but it's all in here somewhere. I do have all the buttons that came with it as well, so. All right, the next one I have is 6 character. I need to scroll down here now. So that takes us through everything that I kind of work on through October or through September. So now we're gonna start looking into the Halloween stuff, the Halloween related stuff. So this next one I have is Cory Butta Cory, 6 characters of Halloween. And I'm working on the witch currently. This is a focus that I do want to finish this year. I'm doing this on Fiber on a Whim, 18 count, presenting Lorelai Gilmore. And this is what I have done on the witch. Now I do want to, I'm not sure how many of them I'm gonna do, but I feel like I want to do more than one. I might do them all, I don't know. But they are fun ones, so I do want to get going on that. And I'm using a color conversion, I think. Let me look. Yeah, from Stacy from Thread the Needle Stitchery. I have a color conversion from her that I'm using. So my next one is called oh, I'm sorry. So this one I started in the 6 characters of Halloween. I started in October of 2021. This next one I have, I also started in October of 2021, I believe. This one is called October 31st, 1693 by the Blackberry Rabbit. And I am using just 310, or am I using Inker on this one? Am I doing Inker Black? I am. I'm doing the Inker Black that for this one. And I'm using the called for fabric. It is, I think it's 18 count. Yep, 18 count, October 31st newsprint. And I have the happy done at the top. I still have to do the witch, and then Halloween at the bottom. This is not a focus finish, but it is one that I do enjoy doing. So hopefully I'll be able to get some stitches on it this year. So, you know, if I don't stitch everything, that's fine. I know if it's something that I like, I know it's going to be there for me to do later. And if it's something that I eventually don't like, I don't have to finish it. All right, the next one I have is from Caterpillar Cross Stitch, and this is Touch of Magic Sal. And this was a mystery sal, so everything's all blurred out. But here is just kind of a heads up. It says, bright full moon, wicked witch, spooky spell, cast a spell, and then spooky season. Black cat, trick or treat, carve the pumpkin, ghoulish ghost, and fly broomsticks. I am doing this on Fabric Flare Cobweb, and I feel like I'm doing it on 18 count. I'm looking for the little piece that says it. Yes, 18 count Ada. Not super far on this one, but I have trick or treat and the cat on there and a couple little things. This is one that, yes, this is a focus. I want to finish this one this year. This one I did not get to touch at all last year, and I was really bummed on that. So that's kind of one of the reasons that I do want to make sure I work on it this year. And again, that was started in October of 2022. Oh no, October 2021, sorry. All right, the next one is Halloween Wreath by the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. And this was a mystery knit along, and I started this in October of 2022. I am doing this on 14 count, picture this plus pewter. This is what came in the kit. I only printed out the first clue, and I didn't print out any more after that because I didn't really like the whole thing when it came together. So what I am going to do is I'm going to finish the bottom of the house. I'm going to look at some other patterns to see if there's like kind of, there's lots of haunted house stuff out there with like maybe some like dirt or something or ground underneath of it. But I'm going to finish the house, and like where this brick work is, I'm going to continue this brickwork down and kind of find a land of some sort. So I'm going to just basically have a house and make it into a small pillow. I started in the middle of the fabric, but that's okay, whatever. I'm this far and I'm like, I just want to finish the house because I think the house is cute. But yeah, the rest of it wasn't my cup of tea, so that's what I'm going to do for that. And this is a focus to finish this year. All right, next I've got, I think it's Hello, nope, I'm just kidding, that's not up yet. Sneaky Spooky Spells, and this was a stitch along. This is Luminous Fiber Arts, and this was October of 2022. And here is what it looks like with all of the clues out. And I am, I'm still on the first one. So this is a focus to finish this year. I'm for sure going to do that first one, the sneaky one, but and I might do spooky, but I don't think I'm going to do the bottom one. So I think I'm just going to do these two. I don't know. We'll see where it goes in the end, but, so it's not very big. I should be able to get that done in no time, as long as I give it some work. Oh, and this is 18 count opulence from Luminous Fiber Arts. It was a whole kit that I got. All right, the next one I have is, we're still in Halloween. This is, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of my 8 items are Halloween related that are my focuses, because I have the most of the Halloween in my world. This next one is Teresa Kogut's Hello Halloween, and I'm doing the sampler. And this one, I did start this previously on a different fabric. It was a different Grace Notes on Kenneth. It was a different count. I think it might have been like a 32 count or a 28 count or something. Well, oh, it might have been like a 28 count even weave. Well, I got Kenneth in the 18 count Ada because I was having a hard time with it. So now I have this, and I'm calling it a WIP because I had already started it, and I wanna go back to it. So I don't have anything on that fabric, but I did on the 28 count. So this is a WIP in my book. So it was originally started October of 2023. So, all right, the next one I have, oh, that's not a focus, by the way. The last focus one that I have for the year of my WIPs is the Philanthropic Pumpkin. Philanthropic Pumpkin from Hands On Design. And this was 2021, October 2021 is when I started this. Ooh, I lost some floss. I wonder where I lost that from. Let's put that back in there. Let's hope that's the black out of that one. It's Halloween, right? So there's a lot of it. I am doing a conversion of floss from Stacy at Thread the Needle Stitchery, some classic Colorworks conversions. And this was my very first linen that I had ever worked on. And I think this is the way it goes. I really should figure out how to like do this, but this is a focus to finish this year as well. I did a lot of, this and that, and then maybe even the brown, no, not the brown. I had the brown and I had the centers done, I think, but the rest of it is what I worked on this year. And I have everything to finish it as well. All right, next we have Autumn Rules. This is Primrose Cottage Stitches. And I am doing this on Vanilla Latte Bestitch Me opalescent. And this is where I'm at. So give thanks, I'm on Visit the Pumpkin Patch. So I am on the middle section right here. So I still have a little bit of a ways to go, but it is pretty. I don't know if you can see the opalescent on that, but it is a really fun, this is a fun stitch. And up until now, this I think was my only fall stitch besides like Halloween stuff. So this was started in November of 2021, I believe. I think that's right. It was either 2021. And I'm doing all the called for colors. All right. I did start this year in November of 2024. This is Stitching with the Housewives, Harvest. And I'm using mostly called for colors, but I did pull a couple different ones that are different, just because I wanted to give it a little bit of a different color palette. So far I have just some of this one set of flowers done, the one over here on this side. I am not gonna write the word harvest. I'm actually gonna do my last name. And in order to do that, I need to order either the snowman or the pumpkin in this wordplay series. So I'm going to get that. I might get them both because I think they're both cute. So then I can do my last name instead of harvest. And I might do that on, I don't know if I'll do that. Oh, probably not all of them, but yeah, that's kind of fun. And again, this was started just this last November of 2024. All right, we are to winter and Christmas. The next one I have here is, let's see, this one is the Christmas Classic Sal from Story Stitches. And I don't have all of it printed out. I only printed out the first part of it. I think the rest of it I was doing from a pattern online, or reading it off online. And I have the Grinch and Max done. And I kind of stalled out on this one because I wanted to make sure that I'm doing all of the characters that I want to do. And I might add another row to the stitching and add some additional characters because there were some other ones that people added. This is 14 count PTP Arctic and it is opalescent. This I started in December of 2021. The next one I have is, drum roll. This next one is another Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery one. This one is Christmas Town. And I never got a chance, I never worked on it this year. All I have done on it so far, this is the other one that's old. This is the other 2015 one. All I have done so far is the middle section, the toy shop there. A lot of Frosted Pumpkin has a lot of pink in it, so I am changing colors. So for instance, the toy shop here, the building was where the brown is, it was all pink. So that's why it's taking me longer, is I want to make sure and see if I'm going to change any other colors. And this is like on a crunchy 14 count Rusty Go oatmeal. This is not a focus one, but I kind of feel like I should. Should I add that one as a focus for Christmas? I'm going to. It is my oldest one. I think that's a good plan. Or it's tied. The two are tied for the oldest ones. All right, the next one I have is Snowflakes, or Snowmen and Snowflakes by Doreen Jones. And this is cross stitch and hardanger. This one I have on Country Mocha 25 count Lugana. And it's very wrinkly, but I have a super small start on it right there, just the cross stitch part. So, and I think, I'm not sure if I'm gonna do both of them, but this is the one I'm working on first. It's the first time I'm doing anything with hardanger, so right now I only have the called for colors for the cross stitch part. I have to get what I need for the hardanger if it's something else. And the last one I have is my Christmas moose. Both the Christmas classics and, the snowmen and snowflakes was started in December, I think December of 23. I couldn't find an actual start picture for that one. So this one was a Panic-It Christmas moose. And this one I started December of 21, I think. Again, I can't find an exact start picture on it. I think it was December of 21. And this is how far I am. I do have, oh no, I have a little bit more on the side of the body to do on the bottom there. But I think I only had like this middle section, this done at the beginning of the year. So I did make some tracks on this guy this year. Moose tracks. All right, that is all of my WIPs for cross stitch. So that is a total of 35, which I didn't think was too bad. I was hoping to be down to like 20 or 25 WIPs, but I'm not, and I'm okay with that. I have the 35, and I know like if you count like the collections and stuff like that, there's more patterns there, but I go by projects, and if it's a collection or something like that, it's part of a whole project to me. So that is what I have. I have 2 giant stacks there that I hope don't fall, that I get to go put away. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions on any of those items, projects, floss that I'm using, I'm not really good at documenting all the floss. I just kind of pull it out and look at it. So if you want to know any information from there, let me know. Christmas moose was a kit, so that was the called for fabric that came with it, as well as all the floss that came with it as too. So all right, with that, I am going to let you guys all go and get on with the rest of your day, night, week, month, whatever. And I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night, or whatever, right? Smile, sparkle, shine. You guys have a wonderful day.